I'm reviewing the 2019 science fiction novel The Future of Another Timeline by Annalee Newitz. This review started its life as an essay titled Finding the Multiverse. I've retooled and shortened it, but it still keeps its multiverse focus. Let's start with the definition. The multiverse is an infinite realm of being or potential being of which the universe is regarded as a part or an instance. That's actually the definition Google gave me, but it does me no good. I don't understand it. Let's try Merriam-Webster. The multiverse is a theoretical reality that includes a possible infinite number of parallel universes. Okay, so that's a bit better. Let me try. Every time existence hits a decision point, the universe splits. Should I brush my teeth? In one universe, I do. In the split off, I don't. A parallel universe forms where I have an infinitesimal bit of extra tooth decay. In theory, this happens continually. Endless and exponential growth. Each universe splits again. Then those two split. Now 4, now 8, 16. Think about it. Since the beginning of existence, a gazillion universes have formed. And one of these, the Big Bang, still hasn't happened. I first stumbled on the multiverse in the 1998 Gwyneth Paltrow movie Sliding Doors. No, I wouldn't recommend it, but the concept had a huge impact on me. I began devouring novels about the multiverse. The mind-bending stories snare me mentally in a way that no others can. When people at work ask me about my favorite reading genre, I say it's the multiverse. The Future of Another Timeline has a clock on its cover. Sci-fi covers featuring clocks are often about time travel, and time travel books rarely let me down. I borrowed this blurb off of Amazon. Set in 1992, after a confrontation at a Riot Grrrl concert, 17-year-old Beth finds herself in a car with her friend's abusive boyfriend dead in the back seat. This murder sets Beth and her friends on the path of escalating violence and vengeance as they realize many young women in the world need protection from predators. Also set in 2022, determined to use time travel to create a safer future, Tess has dedicated her life to visiting key moments in history and fighting for change. But rewriting the timeline isn't as simple as editing one event. And just when Tess believes she's found a way to make an edit that actually sticks, she encounters a group of dangerous travelers bent on stopping her at any cost. Wow. Punk rock and time travel. This book was written for me. This book seems like it would be difficult to write. Creating a world where characters can edit history requires establishing a new set of physical and metaphysical laws of nature. Newitz manages this task, and many others with skill. The story braids together serious science fiction, teen romance, murder, Gilded Age history, domestic abuse, and feminism. And by the time I got near the end of the book, I realized I was reading about the multiverse as well. While the book is very much plot-driven, Newitz doesn't skimp on character development. Lots of characters. I think Newitz managed to turn most of them into people. Because it's primarily written from the point of view of two separate women, we get to know them the best, but the believable dialogue and scenes help round out the remaining characters. The pace of the book is solid throughout. The convention of passing storytelling back and forth between the two main characters is well balanced. Each plot line kept my attention and kept me guessing how things would turn out at the end of the book. And then there's the multiverse. Those history edits can make sweeping changes through the future. As these play out in the book, it's clear that parallel timelines run adjacent to one another, and a lucky edit can cause them to merge, cross, and collide. In my life, I've only taken the time to write a handful of book reviews. I'm not reviewing The Future of Another Timeline because it's a flawless book. It has plenty of flaws, but because it's the most ambitious sci-fi book I've read in a very long time. And it works. I'd give this book 4 out of 5 stars, and that's the average score coming from 183 other reviews on Amazon. If you'd like to learn more about the multiverse, I also recommend The Long Earth by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter. The story lays out the multiverse in a clear, deliberate, but interesting way.